Street racing poses a danger to Valley streets, and police are trying to crack down. But tonight, an ABC 15 investigation puts a spotlight on whether law enforcement in one city is going too far.
Here's ABC 15 investigator Nicole Grigg with the story we're calling Not So Fast.
Not so fast, because you don't have to be going fast to be cited for street racing. We know speeding and racing are dangerous problems, but some are questioning whether police are using vague laws to ticket people who don't deserve it.
Obviously, our cars are loud. It's a Ferrari 812. It says in Tempe, driving as normal as you can be.
You were arrested for reckless driving and exhibition of speed.
Yeah, two things we didn't do.
Can't be driving like you're driving.
Watch as Tempe police stop and handcuff Eli Landry.
What was I doing? I wasn't showing off anything.
A body camera video and a police report shows Eli's loud car was part of why he was stopped last October. The officer wrote it appeared he was trying to test the physical endurance of the vehicle.
The obnoxious noise and just the grinding of the tires.
No, the grinding? I'll show you right now. I'll show you the grinding. That's the tires rubbing. So I have a body kit on there.
Eli was on his way to a restaurant. His friend was in a Dodge Charger driving behind him off Rural Road. Police didn't stop them until they parked and got out of their cars. There's no video of what they say happened.
Yeah.
They don't have dash cameras.
Nope. No radar, no dash cameras, nothing other than the cop's word versus my word.
We don't have dash cams, unfortunately.
Here's the cop who arrested him on the stand.
I was hearing revving, vrooming sounds.
Officer Gavin Young compared it to Cirque du Soleil.
Best way I can describe it, other than like extremely loud, is they were traveling in tandem, kind of like Cirque du Soleil style, like they were performing an act somewhat.
A police report says Eli was doing 60 in a 35, but that was a guess.
Like right when I laid eyes on them, visually estimated they were going about 60 miles per hour in a 35 mile per hour zone.
The officer admitted on the stand he never saw Eli racing.
Did you ever see the vehicles racing?
I did not.
That car that you were driving,
Yeah.
It can go like 0 to 60 in just under like 3 seconds.
Yeah, just about, yeah.
So if you wanted to show off the car,
If I really wanted to, yeah, I could show off the car pretty easily and just put my foot down and pedal to the metal, and yeah, but again, I wasn't.
The rear tires are moving away from the center line of the vehicle.
The officer also testified that Eli fishtailed and did a burnout.
To do a burnout, you have to have some evidence of smoke or like residue of tire left, which neither of it, he said, was there. Again, another lie that he put into the police report.
Is that what you consider it, lies?
Yeah.
Tempe police say Officer Young testified under oath and that there's no evidence to suggest he falsified information.
The law for street racing is extremely vague.
Zachary Ansel sees a lot of these cases. He's Eli's lawyer.
This law is interpreted differently for each officer.
This is that state law. It says in part, a driver cannot participate in a race, speed competition, or drag race, test the physical endurance, or exhibition of speed. Do you have concerns with how the statute is written for exhibition of speed?
Yes, because the statute basically just says exhibition of speed. But at the end of the day, it's showing off your vehicle's quality to be fast. And what does that mean? That could be anything.
Tempe police have made street racing a priority. We've covered their crackdowns.
Wherever the street racers go, that's where we go.
The ABC 15 investigators requested nearly 400 exhibition of speed citations for the past 5 years in Tempe. From 2020 to 2024, the number of tickets increased by more than 700%. And that comes as Tempe has received more than $500,000 in grant funding to crack down on street racing and other unsafe driving.
I don't know if it's a lack of training or the fact that nobody really truly knows what street racing is.
But Eli's attorney says most of the exhibitionist speed cases he sees are not racing.
Because it's not the Fast and the Furious anymore. It's not two cars lining up, that is obvious it is. Most of my clients for this are by themselves on the roadway.
In court, Ansel played body camera video showing 2 officers muted their cameras, but they didn't know that a 3rd officer nearby was still recording.
Anything criminal anymore. But no.
What I just heard there is, do we have anything criminal? And you shaking your head and stating no. Is that what the conversation that had just occurred?
Yeah, I think she's talking about the Charger, not Mr. Landry.
The officer claimed they were talking about another car.
And you felt like that was the key moment.
That would have swayed my opinion. If those questions are being asked, we probably shouldn't have been in a jury trial in the first place.
Do find the above named defendant on the charge of reckless driving not guilty.
What was that moment like, hearing not guilty?
Oh, it was so relieving. It's like my parents cried, so they I think were more relieved than anyone, knowing that these cops didn't get away with the lies.
What would you say to people driving in Tempe, especially with a fancy car?
Be careful. Be very careful.
Tempe police sent us a statement saying enforcement is not based on the type of car or driver. They say with increased resources and targeted operations in recent years, they've been able to identify and stop more dangerous drivers, adding that their focus remains on preventing crashes, protecting the public, and deterring reckless driving in Tempe. I'm investigator Nicole Grigg, ABC 15, Arizona.
Thank you, Nicole. If you want the investigators to look into something, email us at investigators@abc15.com or call that number on your screen.